Ladies and gents, welcome back to the Lifted Lifestyle Podcast, episode 88. Hopefully you enjoyed the last pod, talking all about a bit of balancing things. What,
Yeah.
you got a thought?
Also, yeah, I've just remembered it's my birthday this week.
Oh yeah,
I actually keep forgetting it's in like 2 days.
on Thursday, is
Yeah,
it? 23rd of July. Happy
So-
birthday, man.
Thank you. So if you could all please like and subscribe, because this will come out a day after my birthday.
Yeah,
So as a birthday present, like
great,
and subscribe,
great thought.
please. And comment.
Comment happy birthday, like and
Reviews.
subscribe.
There we go. That would make my birthday.
Finally 24.
I know. Feels like a long time coming.
It's really weird every time you have a birthday. It feels like now. I'm like, oh, bloody hell, that's really old.
Yeah.
And then you kind of get used to it, but
Still, every time it comes to your birthday, you're like, fucking hell.
I've been thinking that quite a lot recently. Like
You're 25 in a few months.
that's disgusting,
That's old.
isn't it?
Like, that isn't young, that is actually old.
I just finished saying, oh, God, I need to sort my life out. When that question will actually come to fruition, or I'll accept that life is sorted, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think it's a case of you need to sort your life out. I wouldn't say that. It's just a case you're doing what you need to do.
Yeah.
If anything, your life's very sorted.
It is quite sorted, actually, yeah. I'm in a good position, but
Exactly. So I know what you mean, though. You always do have them thoughts.
it's like
As you get older.
pre-made expectations of where you should be at
Yeah.
by that age, or
Like, it's so weird. In my head, I'm like, oh, I should be, like, earning, like, hundreds of thousands a year. Like, what am I doing? I'm the world's biggest pork. I don't know why I think
not
that.
the case, is it?
No. Like, why do we think that?
I don't know. I think it's quite easy to see other people doing certain things and also just presume that they're absolutely coining it
Yeah.
on that side of things, or doing certain things with their life that's like unbelievable. But obviously it's, first of all, quite a small percentage of the population. Second of all, it's pretty rare
Yeah.
to be like...
I think the thing is for like us is like the people that we follow, especially on social media and stuff.
Yeah.
It's like you only follow that small percentage of people anyway.
But then I think a lot of people will look at you and go, oh, he's got a house at 23.
Yeah,
like,
but it's not all.
got a dog
It's
and
not
all
all
that. Not all hunky-dory.
No, it's not. No.
But it was obviously quite easy to see that and think,
Yeah. Oh.
why am I not in that sort of position or whatever. But
Yeah.
I guess it will
one.
all come with time.
Yeah.
Whatever is meant to be coming.
Yeah. Like in the grand scheme of things, we're still really young,
Yeah.
but we're not. It just the thing that baffles me is like I literally remember my 17th birthday.
Well, what did we do then?
I had a driving
What did you do
lesson, and then we went to blacksmiths.
Really?
Yeah.
What, for a pint?
Yeah, I'm sure we did, even though I was 17, but not 18.
Yeah, it's a village, isn't it?
But I think everyone else was 18 at that point, so I could just get a pint anyway.
Yeah. Someone else's birthday coming up on Friday. I'm sure I was meant to say happy birthday to someone. Anyway.
This Friday?
Yeah. I can't remember who. Anyway, happy birthday
Thank you.
for Thursday. Are you going to do anything?
Honestly, I feel like every birthday gets worse and worse. I just don't even think about it.
Yeah.
I've not got anything arranged. Like when I was at the King Bill the other day, I was like, oh, should we just come here on Friday? And they were like, yeah, can do.
Yeah.
I said Saturday at first, but then a lot of people were busy with like cricket and shit.
What,
gay
Isaac?
shit.
Is Isaac playing?
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll do something. Might be the
Just
first.
out on Friday.
Remember one birthday, Leo was on prep and I bought him a grenade protein bar for his birthday. He was like, oh, sick, but I can't have that.
Still can't have that. Cheers.
Oh, no stress, I'll eat it. I love it then, that's
There you
straight.
go, have it back. Happy birthday. In like 4 months' time.
Let's rip up a little Q&A thing today. Leo put a thing on his stozzer.
Yeah, I've got some
few.
fucking shit questions. Cheers, everyone.
Few Qs. I'll do the job.
Right. Well, the only actual good question is from HL.
Yeah, we'll go for that first, 'cause I think it is actually quite alright.
How do I fix skinny fat?
It's a great question.
Take it away.
Great question from me. I actually, I think this is still a bit of a disputed topic.
Yeah.
Because I think it's actually quite a broad description where there's kind of different
There's different levels
kinds of
to the skinny fat. Yeah.
Like you can be skinny fat,
Yeah.
or you're actually just skinny, which is really probably where both of us started.
Yeah, we weren't skinny fat, we were just skinny.
We were just skinny.
Yeah.
But I think people in that boat would call themselves skinny fat.
Yeah.
Because they can't see their abs.
Yes, I think we just go with like the actual, like what actually is skinny fat. Where like your limbs are just like little dweebs.
So if you're skinny fat, like you're just skinny, obviously you need to go into a gaining phase and just put on some muscle. Spend a long time trying to grow.
I think the first few weeks of your process, if you're properly skinny fat and fat, are the same.
Probably, yeah.
To a degree, anyway.
Yeah.
Personally.
What would you go on then? What would you?
So if you are actually skinny fat, like you got
you're fat and
belly,
skinny.
at the same time, which is kind of weird how it is a thing.
Yeah, but it's just undertrained and overeaten.
Yes.
Really.
I think there's probably two ways you go about it. Number one is you bite the bullet and you say, right, I need to get this excess body fat off first before I do anything.
Yeah.
And I always say to people, like on a call recently with that Kai, he was like, I think he's basically in a bit of a skinny fat position.
Yeah.
And I was saying to him, it's like he wants to be bigger but also leaner.
Yeah. It's
Saying
the
you can't
Goldilocks zone.
Yeah, I was like, you can't optimally do both at the same time.
Yeah.
You can to a certain degree, especially if you've not trained much and things like that. You can,
but not maximising them both.
No.
Yeah.
So I said to him, I was like, the best thing for us to do is to almost start you at like a blank canvas.
Yeah.
I like to use the analogy of like if you're a painter and you're painting a photo.
Yeah.
You're not just going to start on a canvas which has already got loads of paint on it.
Yeah, I like that.
So
I like that, yeah.
For most people,
paint being fat.
Paint being fat in this analogy. For most people, like they're going to be fat. They're not crazily obese. So get yourself into a deficit. Fully send it.
Yeah.
For like 6 to 8 weeks, and then you probably are going to be in that said blank canvas position.
Yeah.
To start growing from.
Yeah, I was thinking this the other day. I think for most people, 5 to 10 kilos fixes a lot.
Oh yeah, 100%.
If you actually looked at the average UK population, they could probably on average do with losing about 20 for like optimal health.
Yeah.
But for most lads that are like 25 to 35 maybe, or 20 to 35, you've not had enough time to like actually build up that much.
Accumulate so much body fat. Well,
you have, but unless, you know.
Some people have.
On average.
Yeah.
So being able to like initially pull off 5 to 10 kilos, I think for a lot of people would really help.
Oh, 100%.
And if you were to put up a side by side for said skinny fat person of like, this is what you could look like with 5 or 10 kilos off compared to where you're at now, I think most of them would prefer to be quite drastically that position. And like I say, it's not optimizing it, but you're in that position because the excess food hasn't been driven towards muscle growth.
Yeah.
So you've obviously not been training very well. And then with that, even in a diet, you will grow muscle.
100%.
And you will look better.
Yeah.
So I think a lot of people wouldn't say this, actually. But I do think going into a diet and getting the blank canvas is usually the best option.
Yeah. It's either that or you can go through the whole like recomp process. But I think it doesn't always work for everyone.
Yeah.
I know that sounds a bit stupid, but I don't think it does always work.
Yeah.
I think some people do just respond really, really well, especially if they like are putting the effort into their training and they get their training like really high quality very quickly.
Yeah.
I think it can be done. But for most people, if you're starting from an absolute beginner, it's probably not going to be the easiest of processes, and it's probably going to take longer than if you were to just bite the bullet, commit to a certain phase, and go from there.
The other thing is you've got so many things that you could put in a good position. That obviously building muscle and being in a small surplus, that helps quite a lot. But you've also got like your protein intake's probably terrible. Like you said, your training is probably not very good. Your sleep and all that might not be very good as well. So I do think like adding those things in can help to counteract the fact that you are in a deficit.
Yeah, 100%.
And you might find that you lose like 4 or 5 kilos, 6, 7 kilos, and
For all the
still
listeners,
doing this.
You could probably guess what's going on with my hands right now.
But you might find you lose like quite a small amount of weight, but from a visual perspective, it looks like so much more because you are able to. You still can like build muscle across that phase. And even for lads that are bigger, I've had lads that I've coached that have come to me at 100 kilos, for example, and for most people looking in, they'd see them and go, "Oh, he's a big lad."
Yeah.
But actually, it's still skinny fat because they've not got that much
tissue,
that much muscle tissue.
Yeah.
So even for that person, it's like basically the same protocol.
Yeah, 100%.
And everyone that's been through that, because I've put people through recomps and put people through diets that have been in that position, and I always find when you're trying to run the recomp, especially for like a new person into training, etc., they end up feeling like they're in a bit of a limbo, like not that much is happening.
Yeah, it is. Then you almost need those first few weeks, especially I've noticed with coaching people, is they need like an instant.
They need some dubs.
Yeah, from like a mental perspective for them, but also from like a client retention business perspective. I know that's not, you shouldn't be basing your decisions off of that.
Yeah.
But for most people, they need that, like you said, the instant dub. So
yeah, even if I still think it's the best play.
Yeah.
Like mentality aside, but that just gives them the extra boost.
Yeah. And you also have to remember, right, these people are, like you said, they don't have much tissue at all. They are skinny.
Yeah.
So to actually grow the muscle that they need time.
Yeah.
In the surplus. And if you're starting with already that excess body fat, that time you can spend in the surplus is going to be less.
Yeah.
So
it's kind of like Joe Hansen. When I first coached him for quite a short period of time.
And he was skinny fat. I remember he was.
Yeah. But then, so when he first came to me, I would have said like just skinny.
Yeah.
And you just needed to grow.
Yeah.
Then he came back to me about a year later, maybe a little bit longer.
Yeah.
And then he was up by maybe 7 kilos, something around there.
I'm guessing he hadn't been training or not training to the level that he needs to be.
So at that point, then he basically transitioned himself from skinny to skinny fat with maybe a little bit more muscle. So then we went from 88 down to 80, I think it was. And then I said to him once he'd finished that, we had a chat in it. I was like, look, there's 2 roads we can go down here. There's one where you just maintain this body weight and you'll progress a bit, or you can like properly commit to the long term.
Yeah.
But if we're doing it, we're going to be in it for 9+ months.
Yeah, you need to be in it.
Of being in a gaining phase.
That's exactly the same as with Morgan.
Yeah.
I've coached him twice now. The first time he signed up, he was like you said, like Joe was, just skinny.
Yeah.
So we focused on actually just being in a surplus for as long as possible.
Yeah.
And then Morgan did actually drop off quite quickly in terms of like what you'd expect from a client. And again, I think it's because he wasn't seeing that like instant change in his physique, because you don't when you're in a gaining phase.
Yeah, like, it's slower, isn't it?
Yeah. So, but then he's gone away. He's come back, and he was like 15 kilos heavier than what he was before.
Yeah.
Not been training that frequent. Like he said, he'd still been training here and there, but nothing consistent. He'd been away in like Japan.
Yeah.
And he'd gained weight, which was initially what we wanted, but it's not like gained weight in the right way.
The right tissue.
Yeah, if that makes sense.
Yeah. So yeah, Joe did, I've just had a look here, we did 11 months of gaining.
That's a good effort.
Yeah.
For someone who's like just a lifestyle client, like your everyday person, in the nicest way possible. Yeah, like that's a good effort to actually commit that long.
But that takes him from not filling out his sleeves at all to like, I remember he came into the gym once. I was like, bloody hell.
Yeah, you've actually grown the shit ton.
You look big, really big. But across that period of time, like we went from what averaged in May 81.5 to average in 11 months later 93.5.
Yeah.
So what, 12 kilos
Yeah.
added.
I think that the most important thing for most people is, in terms of actually making big changes to your physique, is being able to commit to being in a surplus.
Just long term, yeah.
It's so hard. Like, even with like some of my more experienced clients, like Reese is a really good example. He'd been training years. And
Yeah.
when he signed up with me, I was looking at his photos and I was like, and again, in the nicest way possible, to say how long you've been training and what you say you've been doing,
It should on paper be better.
he should on paper look a lot better.
Yeah.
And he's not a genetically shit person either. Like, he
Yeah.
has pretty good genetics in terms of like his shape.
Yeah.
And what I know now is ability to build
Yeah.
tissue. So it's like, for him, we dieted, pulled off like quite a lot of
Yeah, I
body
remember
fat.
that.
Like, he got pretty lean. And then now we've been in a surplus for, I think it's like 19 weeks next week.
Yeah.
And I said to him when we finished the diet, I was like, there's going to be points now over this next year where you're probably going to want to sack it off.
Yeah.
But you need to understand that if you stick into this now and just listen and still give everything to the process like you have done with this diet,
Yeah.
I think you'll gain more tissue in this year than probably what you have in the past 3 years.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
he has, to be fair to him, he's like genuinely nailed it.
Really?
Yeah, like, he doesn't miss a beat. He might as well be a bodybuilder.
Yeah.
And
He's just dialed.
He looks so good for it.
Yeah.
Like, I think he's like 4-5 kilos up, 6-7 kilos up. No, I think he's like 4 or 5 kilos up in 18 weeks. So how many months is that?
4.5.
Yeah, so he's pretty much bang on in terms
Yeah.
of what you'd think with a rate of gain. He looks like, if anything, he looks like leaner.
Really?
It's so weird.
That is nice to see.
Yeah,
isn't
he's just responding like so well.
Yeah.
And again, it just shows that if you are really adherent and commit,
Yeah. Yeah.
you'll
Big
cook.
time.
But it's just, I get for your general person, your lifestyle person, it is hard for them to really see the long term vision. You have to really dive into it with them.
It's all about the first couple of months.
Yeah.
Because once they're in it, once you've done that first diet and you go into the gaining phase, you're always going to then look better than you did at the start.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's just, you're not going to look worse. But it's because you've done that first diet that you've got like this idea of what you look like lean.
Yeah.
So it's quite difficult to, even in our position.
Yeah. As
it's
soon
hard
as
to
you
move
know what
away
you look
from-
like lean,
Yeah.
it's hard to then be not lean.
Yeah. So don't get me wrong, I like being a bit bigger than I am now, and being a bit heavier, filling out t-shirts, etc. But the trade-off of like losing abs, losing your midsection, is probably still a net negative.
Yeah.
In terms of like the total visuals.
Yeah.
So it can be very hard, especially as a first-time gainer.
Yeah. But you
but-
can flip that. I think some people, when it's their first time gaining, can actually do it really well
Yeah.
because they have that motivation of like, I want to be better,
Yeah. Yeah.
which I think again is, you almost need to stay grounded. Like, you can always be better.
Yeah.
And
I
that sounds a
definitely
bit
think
deep, but
that conversation at the start of a gaining phase is what's resulted in a successful gaining phase for everyone. Everyone that
100%.
I've taken through a gaining phase, I'm like, yeah,
yeah,
we've had that conversation where it's like,
you've laid out the
yeah.
foundation of what needs to be done.
Yeah.
And you've told them that at points, like, you probably are going to be looking at yourself thinking,
yeah,
I just look worse and worse and I should be growing muscle.
yeah, yeah, to lean onto the like performance focus, to lean onto the other metrics rather than just looking at yourself all the time and thinking, oh, am I getting a little bit fatter, etc.
Mm-hmm. So like, even with me, I'll admit that the past few weeks I've been thinking like, fucking hell,
Yeah,
I look shit. But the past probably week and a half, I've just switched off from it.
yeah,
And I think about what I'm doing in the gym now, and I'm like, this is sick.
yeah,
Like, I've never done this at this body weight.
yeah,
Like, I think, in 3 months' time, I'm still going to be nowhere near my peak body weight, and I'm probably going to be substantially stronger already.
yeah,
So, you've got to look at the pros of the phase that you're in rather than the negatives.
yeah,
Because like some people probably diet and like if they're someone who's obsessed with performance, probably get
see
in the
the
head.
negatives
It's like
from
the
it, yeah. I think probably something that helps is like minimizing as many internal questions as possible.
100%.
Almost just like running on autopilot.
Yeah.
Which I guess is where having someone just telling you what to do helps.
I think just not questioning anything.
Yeah.
Not overthinking anything. Just go with what you're doing and trust what you're doing.
Yeah.
And if you do have like, if you are coaching, it's the right person who's coaching you.
Yeah.
It's easy.
Yeah. So you've gone through a diet, you go through a long gaining phase.
Yeah.
To see substantial tissue gain, like I think 9 months plus is kind of essential.
Yes.
To actually be able to go,
visibly you look
that
different.
is completely different.
Yeah.
It's the old like boy to man type transformation.
It's strange though, isn't it? Because if they are a complete newbie, like you could maybe get away with a little bit less.
Yeah.
But still, because of how skinny they've started from.
Yeah.
To be at the position that they want to be in.
Yeah.
Pushing it to the longer lengths.
So it's probably still 9 months from starting diet.
Yeah,
and they'll be growing through that first diet anyway. So happy days. And yeah, then like with Joe, we've like I say, we peaked at about 93 and a half average. Now we're down to 83. So pulled off that 10 kilos basically.
So what was his like when he first ever started? Before he like left and
first
then rejoined?
ever was this current body weight.
83.
83 and a half.
Have you got a? You should post like a side, or have you? Did you post a side by side recently?
Don't know if I've got photos from.
No, you posted a side by side recently of his peak gaining phase to now.
Yeah, but that was 83 and a half there.
Yeah,
that was at the very start before we managed to do anything. And then that's his current.
Yeah, like it's a lot better.
Yeah, for the similar body weight, like clearly got a lot more muscle tissue.
And with someone like Joe, like he's clearly, it sounds so harsh, but he's not like genetically elite.
He's also like 6'5".
Exactly. So it's never going to be.
Yeah.
Like if I gained 1 kilo of muscle compared to you or someone like Joe gaining a kilo of muscle. Visually, I think it does have a big difference.
Yeah, I mean, I've got a decent rig now, but it's nothing special.
Yeah.
And I've been through 3 or 4 gaining phases?
Yeah.
For like a long period of time.
Yeah, we got to think like when you were 92 kilos or 90 kilos, whatever it was recently, you were still leaner than what you were probably when you first started training.
Yeah.
And you're still 20, 30 kilos up.
Yeah.
Which just goes to show like 20, 30 kilos of muscle, even on like a big frame.
Yeah.
You still just need more.
Yeah, so I started training I was about 75 kilos.
Yeah.
And yes, I was like a youth as well.
Yeah.
So there's going to be a bit there just from growing up a bit. But there's a difference of body weight wise, 18 kilos from my lowest in the diet.
Yeah.
And that's taken a long time.
Yeah. That's what I mean. You just got
time.
to trust the process and commit to it. But I think, again, the main thing is you got to just enjoy it.
Yeah.
Like
if you're doing it for that long.
If you were stupidly genetically elite, and I mean like your top tier,
yeah,
I don't think the enjoyment's the same.
You're also just not going to be skinny fat or skinny when you start.
You're just going to be
you're always going to be all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do tend to look back. I think you look back at your photos from years ago and think like, oh, I look decent there. But then you see a next one, you're like, oh, I look so skinny there.
Yeah.
That's one thing I would say if you're starting this. Keep all of your photos.
Yeah, if you think you look shit at the time, doesn't matter, keep it.
But then I think, like, I look at this. I'll see if I'll screenshot it so I can remember to put it on the screen. I remember taking this and think, oh, I look good here. So this was April 2020.
It's like 6 years ago.
It's sloppy. It's very sloppy.
SpongeBob our rig. I don't know what it's giving SpongeBob.
It's rough, that, isn't it? But like I'd gained a good amount of muscle there compared to when I started. So that was at about 100 kilos.
Yeah.
but
compared to where you started, it's
Yeah.
substantially better.
yeah, and
So that's what it is. It's just the constant
Yeah.
progression.
but it's still 6 years ago that.
Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah. And that was probably the point where I started training like
Semi-decent.
properly. There's me decent barbell row, like actually training heavy.
I think we first started training probably semi-properly in lockdown.
I think it was about 2020.
Yeah.
Something like
Yeah,
that.
well, 2020 was lockdown, I think, yeah.
Um,
That's 6 years ago.
I know.
What the actual fudge.
First time I hit 100 kilos was the 19th of April 2019.
Jeez.
Yeah.
It's so weird though, isn't it, how you can make the same body weight just look so much better.
Yeah.
Like, this is why I just have just try not to think about my body weight.
Yeah.
Like,
Sometimes
you
it's
don't
not a great
always
read, is
need
it?
to be getting heavier than your previous like gaining phase, whatever. Like,
Yeah.
there's definitely merit to it, but I think everyone at some point should do one pretty big push up where you do get like
Yeah, like Joe has 15
Yeah,
or
like,
12 and a half kilos.
probably
up,
felt a little bit uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I got to 84, you got to like 117.
Yeah.
Like, when we were at those points, it's shit. But I think when you're first starting out, there is
Yeah.
some merit to it, as long as you're not taking the piss with it, and as long as you can then stay adherent to pull that body fat off.
Yeah. And he's still healthy.
Yeah.
This is another photo. So this is a year before. Again, I'll put it up on screen for the comparison.
Yeah, like you built so much muscle from that.
Yeah. Clearly, I'm a bit leaner there, but visually, it's not.
Not as much muscle.
I look kind of goofy there.
Yeah.
Like.
That's like the swim at our build.
Yeah. And the biggest thing, you might sometimes look at your physique and think, has there been much change there? But then, like I've just seen this photo of me wearing a pink t-shirt that genuinely I
You
wouldn't
wouldn't
even
be able to put your arm through the thing.
Yeah, it's so small. So I think having those different readings can sometimes help you out. So yeah, then you've been through the gaining phase, you've done that, you probably want to go into little diet 2.0 to try and clean up a bit, do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah. Pull off the body weight and see the sort of results, depending on what position you're in, to be honest.
Yeah. I think don't stress about thinking, you've got to get back down to that same body weight.
Yeah.
Because you probably don't.
Yeah.
Just again, detach from the scale weight, go off the actual look.
Yeah.
And it's the same in our situations now.
Yeah.
Like, just go off the look instead of a fucking number on a scale.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Quite an interesting one then for people that you coach is, I think at that point where they feel like you've effectively completed a cycle of moving your body weight around, focusing on different things, I think it's potentially quite hard to think, right, let's go again.
Yeah. It's just very, very repetitive.
Yeah.
But again, it comes back to that's why you've got to enjoy the process and enjoy wanting to progress.
Yeah.
And I don't think that's like a trait just for the gym. I think that's just a trait in general, like life.
Yeah.
Like for me, I hate the thought of just being stagnant.
Yeah.
And staying the same. I think that's why I like the gym so much.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, because there's noticeable movement.
Yeah.
Forwards.
Like there's some sort of progression every day.
However slow it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think there's potentially some changes. If you were to go again, you get lean, you go into another gaining phase like we have done basically. There's potentially some changes I'd make. Like I probably wouldn't gain as fast.
Yeah.
But again, I'm just going off the look there.
Yeah.
Like what I've seen in the past is people generally, you're going to respond a little bit slower than in the next gaining phase compared to the first if you've done it.
Yeah.
If you've done the first one really well. And therefore, in the first one, sometimes you can push faster than you expected, like we did with Joe. And it was like, not really looking any fatter. Let's push a bit more, let's push a bit more.
Just go for it.
Don't usually see that as much in like the second or third time you're looking at a push-up.
Yeah. I think they become a lot more like predictable, to be honest.
Yeah.
Personally.
Yeah, so hopefully that's answered the question. Just commit to it. Commit to long term. Pull off. Get a clean slate.
get massive.
And
Pull
you're
off
only going
again.
to get massive if you actually do it really well.
Yeah.
Like have a really good training program, train really well, so you don't just
You can't
get
just
fat.
half-arse it, unfortunately.
Do you want to do another question?
I haven't really got any good ones.
I've got one here.
Also, I don't know if have you seen this guy? I'm just thinking about genetic freaks.
Go on.
This bro.
Who is he?
I think he's like 18.
Oh
And it's so
That is
strange because when you
outrageous.
look at this, right,
my
you look at
lord!
his physique and you look at his training,
Yeah,
he's so strong.
really.
Like, he's in a bodybuilding prep now, and halfway through he just entered like a powerlifting competition and won it all.
Really?
Like that's like a pretty high incline 3 plates on a Techno Gym Smith prep.
That
Smith
is
machine.
outrageous. That makes you feel seriously incompetent.
Yeah, like. Well, this is why I say to people, like, there is just a lot of merit in, I think, just getting really strong.
Yeah.
Like, you're telling me if bro had just, like, done, like, pump sessions for his training career, he wouldn't have that much muscle. Like, look how much muscle he has got.
Yeah. And I think you'll see people that wouldn't say that and wouldn't say that you need to get strong and such, but like in reality, what does their training look like? They're not necessarily training in like quote unquote strength rep ranges.
No.
But they are probably getting quite strong even though they're training 15 plus reps kind of thing. Like look at all of the best bodybuilders, natural or
Enhanced.
Enhanced.
They're all strong.
Guarantee they'd be wicked at
Yeah.
bench press. Guarantee they'll be able to move a lot of tin for their body weight.
Yeah, like he's pulling 300 kilos here
Yeah.
at 85 kilos body weight. Like,
I mean, even you've pressed 100 kilos on a bench press, and you're
60
60 kilos.
Yeah, like at the minute, like I've been doing dumbbell press for 2 weeks. I did like a dumbbell shoulder press. I did 37 yesterday for like 10.
Really?
Yeah, this
Bloody
body
hell.
weight. So I'm like, fucking hell.
That's good.
That's why I'm like excited, because I'm like, that's like the best I've done ever.
I'm absolutely miles off that.
Oh yeah,
Like,
really.
but that-
And it's like I've made sure as well, like it's actually good.
Yeah.
Like it's not shit.
I'm not, maybe not miles off, but I am a bit off that.
I just do think there is merit in getting stronger at similar body weights.
Yeah.
Like if you can get to that same body weight but be substantially stronger,
Yeah.
you're gonna have more muscle. Simple as that.
Yeah. But then again, it's very easy to say that. It's a question of how do you get stronger. You know, what does your food need to look like? What does your program need to look like? And that's obviously going to create the muscle growth. But I think the mindset needs to be
The same.
get me freaking strong.
I have a question. Is there anything, we might have already covered this, but is there anything in your training, this push-up, compared to previous push-ups, that you are changing? We've obviously covered like the exercise selection and things like that.
Less so in terms of the programming
And more in terms of like execution, going off feel. Like, is there anything that you're thinking of changing? Because I am.
I think there's a little bit more emphasis on feel. Now I don't mean
Really?
I don't mean like I'm doing a squeezy thing here.
Yeah.
But in the past I've tried to I've been on like kind of different hype trains a little bit,
Yeah.
like feeling the stretch or whatever it might be. And I think I'm just using each of those points a little bit more like anecdotally, depending on said exercise.
Yeah.
So I'd say it's a lot more, right, I've got all of this stuff that I've done in the past.
Yeah.
I think now it's like, where is the best place to
What
put
works
that?
on this, what works on that.
So like on a pec deck, I'm not like trying to be all squeezy.
Yeah.
But I'm doing a pec deck at a certain time in my session because that's when I feel like I'm getting the most out of it. Not necessarily feeling it the most or anything like that, but it feels the most productive in that bit. So yeah, I'm not like, let me try and be all squeezy, but I am being more tactical with the uses of different things I've used in the past. There's certain exercise where I am trying to feel like pretty big stretch and get a really big range of motion.
Yeah.
But on others, I'm like, no, that doesn't feel
No.
good on my shoulder or whatever it might be.
Yeah.
So I'm being a lot more picky with how I'm using different things.
Yeah, I think for me, I have such a different approach just depending on what exercise it is.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sort of using previous push-ups as like okay, similar to what you said, it's like, what's worked from this, what's worked from that.
Yeah.
And it's like, right, from my last push-up, my back has grown a lot. What did I do differently to previously? And it was just like shifting more tin.
Yeah.
Rather than trying to be super, super accurate.
Yeah.
So there's some exercises now where I am just like, I'm not going to stress too much about if I come off this set and have like a massive pump or not.
Yeah.
Like the T-bar for me, like I do it, I come off it, like I can feel my upper back's worked a little bit, but I'm not like, fuck it now.
Yeah.
Like that's brutal. When I wake up the next day,
Yeah.
and my back is smashed.
Yeah.
So I think for me, it's like, I sort of have now like a method for each exercise that I do.
Yeah. I think my approach on that stuff is accuracy within the setup and execution, as opposed to accuracy within like
a feeling.
Let me try and get that upper back. Ooh, yeah, you know what I mean.
I think our like training experience now as well is like, whatever load you do, you're still going to be moving it correctly.
Yeah.
Like it's almost impossible now because you've been doing it for so long to not do it right.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think you can get away with like just sending it a little bit more and you're still moving the correct way.
Yeah. I think the only other thing I'm trying to do is that mindset of like the growth will come, the muscle growth will come, and then that will allow for progressive overload.
Yeah.
Rather than trying to force it.
Yeah.
Because without a doubt, I've made an incline press flatter and flatter and flatter. I've made a row, an upper back row, more and more and more lat focus, and suddenly you got a load more tin on. I'm trying to keep that more consistent.
You've got to really focus on like the reason that you're getting stronger is because you've actually got more tissue.
Yeah.
Rather than
Yeah.
changing every other variable just to move the load to then hopefully grow muscle.
Yeah, exactly.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. So yeah, I think there's a bit of a balance. I think there's stuff from my first gaining phase where I was like just giving it some that I want to try and bring back a little bit.
Yeah.
There's stuff I've talked about already about just putting in a bit more volume where I think I can recover from it. And then like you say, there's the like inter-exercise small bits where I'm not just like broadly trying to do one thing.
Yeah.
Like broadly trying to really overload the stretch.
Yeah.
I think it's just being specific for each exercise of what I'm trying to do with each one. It's probably what I'm doing.
I feel like for me, like I look back at my most recent gaining phase before this prep, and the goal of that gaining phase was to bring up my back and my delts and my arms. And I think what's come up the most, I'm like, probably my back.
Yeah.
What did I do with my back different to my delts and arms? And it was a case of like, I got a lot stronger with my back. Then especially with my arms and delts, I think I obsessed too much on being really accurate and feeling like a stupidly good pump.
I think it's harder with those muscle groups to chuck more and more and more weight on and not change your form.
Agreed.
Because a chest supported row, you're literally stuck onto the chest pad and you're moving it in one direction.
Right, yeah.
There's not much else that can help you out. Whereas with a curl, for example, like
fucking body English, mate.
You can get a bit of body English going, which is where it gets hard to run like progressions on progressions and not end up changing something.
Yeah. So for me though, I am actively really trying to think like, can I go heavier here next week?
Yeah.
But it's a case of like, okay, I've got a general outline of rep range for each set. Like I'm not married to it.
Yeah.
If I get a load, for example, for 10 reps, 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah.
Then I'm like, and I'm happy with it. I'm like, right,
yeah,
let's go a little bit heavier.
Was that actually all right?
Was it good or was it shit? Which is why I'm sort of giving myself 2 to 3 weeks,
yeah,
even at the top of the rep range, to like make sure it's absolutely
Yeah.
spot on and how I want it to be, and then I'm going heavier. So like it's the same approach as the back work, but probably being not as aggressive
Yeah.
in terms of loading
Yeah.
or increasing the load.
There's a few bits that I am using slightly higher rep ranges on that feels quite good.
Yeah,
And I've seen like quite good progression on it already.
yeah,
Like my dumbbell lateral raise, I just said, right, let me do 3 sets of the 10 kilos.
yeah,
And that's gone up to a 20 rep now on that first set.
yeah.
So now I'm like 100% confident that I can do a 12.
12s for
for
really
like a
clean.
really good set.
Yeah.
Um,
So that's sort of the approach I was taking last time, and I
Yeah.
don't think it works well for me
Really?
personally.
but
I think I need to force to a
yeah,
degree without it being like stupidly shit. Like I was doing the 15s on the laterals, and I was getting like 10 to 12 decent reps. So I was like, right, I'm gonna just send the 17s.
yeah,
And don't get me wrong, like last week I was like
bit sloppy.
bit sloppy, but now I'm like, but previously I'd be like, right, I'm gonna go back to the 15s.
Yeah,
But then it's just a cycle.
yeah, you're just gonna chew it
That
up
jump
for a
is
bit.
always gonna feel heavy.
Yeah,
I think personally.
that approach for me isn't necessarily like, oh, I'm taking higher reps, I'm making it super clean,
Yeah, yeah.
etc. It's more like that feels better on my actual
Joints. Yeah.
So
I'm gonna do that.
yeah, and I'm gonna take that approach.
Yeah.
Of like, if I can take a load progression, I'm taking a load
But
progression.
it's just in a higher rep
But
range.
it's just in a high rep
Yeah,
range.
that makes sense.
So like, I get to the end of my set, and it's not like the cleanest thing ever.
Yeah.
And I'm giving it some, but it's after I've effectively fatigued myself from 10 reps before that.
Yeah, agreed. That's fair.
So yeah, I guess a bit of a grit in my teeth, a bit more, a bit of like, I need to get stronger
Yeah.
by a substantial
Substantial
amount.
amount. Are you gonna diet then for next summer?
I don't know. We'll see what sort of position I'm in.
Yeah.
I think it might be a case of like a little reset potentially.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like what I did previous time to this diet. I got down to like 96 or 97.
Yeah.
It was actually 96 or 97, and I think it might be the case of that again, just so I can not spend too long not being able to
Yeah.
get strong. Because if I think about it, like, yes, I've got a bit stronger over the last few years, but it's nothing to be like
Substantial.
Bloody
Like,
hell, that's really
fucking hell,
good.
progress loads here.
um
So you think that's a case of you just do need a bit more time?
yeah
I think that's the same with me. Like I need more time.
yeah and yeah, exercise selection wise, I'm happy with where it's sitting at the minute for the vast majority.
of stuff. Yeah.
There's still a few bits where I'm like, I'll take a progression and I'm like, that no longer feels like it fits me very well.
Yeah.
It's like the chest squat or dumbbell row is by far my favourite row
Really?
until I get to like
A certain load.
37
Yeah, and
kilos,
they're
I
too
think it
big.
is, and then they're too big. It's
Yeah.
like, oh, well, that's just now
That's annoying.
stunted.
Yeah. You got to think, what do I do now?
Yeah, because the dumbbells are so big they're hitting the bench.
Yeah. So then
It's
it's
like-
like you're not getting as much from it as you were.
Exactly. So there's a few
It's tough,
limiters
isn't it?
there
Yeah, it's tough.
that I don't want to be in that. I want to get onto an exercise and just
Be in a
just
groove
get after
for
it.
as long as possible.
Yeah. So there's a few bits there, but yeah, that's pretty much it. Plus hammering my legs on a leg day, like actually properly. So
you've
far,
got legs today.
yeah.
Same.
You going for the seated hammer kill?
No, fuck that.
Oh, brother.
Don't like that shit.
Have you tried it?
No, I'm not.
Just try it. I trust. If
Nah,
you get the
I can't
right
be arsed.
setup, it's all right.
I might give it a go if I could be bothered.
Yeah. Well, let's leave the pod there. How to fix skinny fat superset with
Fucking just talking about training and
we're
such.
hopefully growing these swans, man.
Get up.
Yeah.
Come on.
Anyway, see you.
See ya.
See you in the next one.
Goodbye.
Subscribe, please. Hit the subscribe. If you listen on Spotify, follow. Just realised you could do that.
And
Hit
rate.
the follow button.
Is that a thing?
Yeah, I think so. 5-star, please.
Thank
See you in a
you.
bit. Happy
Bye.
birthday. Ciao.
Yeah, bye.